Ouch.
Against us.
Feels too late, little Yoda.
Still dangerous.
Now it ends.
Oh, they're all getting choked! They're getting choked! Go, guy, God! Oh my God. Yeah, Yoda's gonna get dunked on if he comes to my house. That's all there is to it. Hey guys, my name is X Factor. I hope you're having a great day. Several days ago, we did an in-depth video where we opened 85 crates, received 7 blues, 48 greens, 3,900 scrap, and of course, a bunch of credits. The internet then went wild and started doing more in-depth research on the actual credit system, going so far as to figure out Luke and Vader would each take roughly 40 hours each, just grinding them to unlock the heroes with the credits if you didn't purchase a single trooper crate, which can run 4,000 credits, or one of the lesser crates that can run half of that, roughly. And as you can see by the footage, we already have Vader unlocked. No, we did not credit grind him with hours in the game. That was an actual result of opening all those cases and having enough credits to purchase Vader outright. Then, because the way the scrap and star card system works, we were able to equip him quite nicely. But we're actually not talking about the credit grind. We're actually going to be talking about the scrap system and something that we as a community need to take a look at, because that is the other problem that presents itself in this game. Because if you want any sort of customization of your playstyle to make your hero or villain stronger, or your just basic class or hero ship or starfighter of choice, you need scrap and tons of it, and the numbers are absolutely outrageous. As you see, Boba Fett gets a hold of somebody and gives them the one bang because I've loaded up my barrage to be 3-point blue. Now, DICE has implemented some gates, whether it's your normal class or your heroes, of course. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind that Dennis Bronval made a post on Reddit after DICE and EA received a ton of backlash, including threats against their life and, of course, personal attacks, which is absolutely crazy. It's one thing to post constructive criticism. It's an absolute another thing to issue death threats and personal attacks. I can assure you, from being a game changer for roughly 4 years, the developers most certainly care and most certainly want to fix this situation. But with the scrap system, we have to keep an eye on it, because if they fix the credit system to the appeasement of the community, that is simply not enough. And the math is absolutely mental when it comes to the crate and scrap system. So when we opened those 85 crates, we had 7 blue and 48 greens. That was roughly a 56% chance or so to get a 2-point card or higher, which really saves you when it comes to crafting, because DICE then puts some of the crafting upgrades behind gates. Now, if you are opening crates, you cannot get a purple card out. You cannot get a 4-point card out. The best you can get is blues. If you pre-order, you can get some purples, but they're already pre-allocated. They're already figured out what they're going to be, I believe. So the only time you're going to see people with purples if they've hit level gates or they pre-ordered the game, which we saw plenty of Rays running around with double purples, but not a third card because they didn't have the star card points. So if you were to craft a simple 1-point card, that's 40 points. 2-point card, which is green, is 80. 3-point card, which is blue, is 120. And of course the purple, the 4-point card, which we did after this video. So my Boba Fett only gets stronger with his barrage, is 480 points. Now, if you want to craft a purple for your normal classes, we're talking officer, heavy, assault, and of course a specialist, you must have a star card level of 25. Now remember, there are 17 total cards between the abilities that you can swap out and increasing your own abilities that you've equipped. So 17 total cards must have a star card level of 25 points between the grays, blues, and greens. At that point in time, you then can upgrade to a purple. Remember, there are 4 classes. Next, fighters require star card level of 20. A little bit less than the basic classes. How about hero ships? Hero ships, star card level of 14. But remember, there's a lot less cards than what you would see when it comes to the basic classes or even the heroes. And last, the heroes, as we're showing an example here, Boba Fett, star card level of 20, and there are 9 cards. Now, that means you have to get lucky with the RNG, open a bunch of crates, get your dailies, which usually give 2 to 3 cards max, to be able to get those points up. If not, you're spending loads and loads and loads of scrap. Now, we just went through the numbers. There's 4 basic classes, 4 fighters, 14 heroes, 9 hero ships. This does not include the Enforcer, Aerial, Armor, Artillery, and Speeder, which only complicates the numbers. And I think there's roughly 320 plus star cards in the game. So that's a pretty good chunk that we're not even taking into consideration. Let's take a look at Boba Fett once again, and the cards that I actually own and possess and have crafted. Now, we had to get him up to star card level 20, so we had to craft a gray and upgrade something else to green and potentially blue in the future that I might use. So this is a 21-point hand. Had to get to 20 to be able to make his barrage into purple. Now think about the barrage. It's a 4-point. It gives it 2 extra missiles on the barrage. Now this footage is before that happened. This is minus the 2 extra shots. And playing multiple rounds with him last night on stream, we were nuking heroes left and right. The only one that seemed to stand a chance was if Rey or Yoda were paying attention and they used their defensive mechanism. If not, they simply got destroyed. And the point of heroes versus villains is kill the mark. Defend your mark, kill their mark. So if you have something on your UI that says you are the target, stay back, put heroes in front of you, and just try to stay on the move. Not be the aggressor. If you have the mark, you will get absolutely destroyed in this game mode. I personally think that the tweak that they made on heroes versus villains is absolutely phenomenal and thoroughly enjoy playing this game mode, as it's all about positioning against that mark and defending your mark. So let's go back to some of the math. Let's say that we crafted Boba Fett all the way up. We didn't get lucky on the crates at all. 2 grays, 3 greens, 3 blues, 1 purple. That would be roughly 1,880 scrap. You would have to open 41 crates, averaging 46 scrap per crate to be able to do that. Now, you have to remember, a gray is 40. To get to green, it's another 80. To get to blue, it's another 120. To get to purple, it's 480. And whenever a card requires a level of, say, 20, you have to get to 20 before you can craft your purple, and then you're at 21. So no matter what class we're talking about, whether it's your basic classes, your fighters, your heroes, your hero ships, you have to make that mark of star card level 25 for the basic classes, and then whenever you pop that purple, you're pushing to 26. Now, of course, as you're opening up crates, that will ease some of that crafting material usage, but the numbers are absolutely astronomical. Again, think about having 320 plus star cards, all the different classes, fighters, heroes, and hero ships. That is tens of thousands of scrap. And if DICE doesn't pay attention to that and make adjustments to that along with the credit system, you may have your Vader. You may have your Luke. You may be opening cases more often, but you're most certainly going to be held back by the scrap system, let alone not actually crafting the 3 or 4 or 5 cards that you might rotate into your hand, because again, the gate that is in the star card levels on all these different classes. You'll be crafting things you might not ever use based on the current balance of the game. So with all of that said, what do you guys think of the current credit system, and what do you think DICE needs to do? The good news is Dennis Bronville's made a nice post alluding to the fact that they will be overhauling it yet again, hopefully with scrap in mind, not just credit. I personally do not like this system. I think it's too much of a pay to have an advantage, pay to win, and would love to see credits and scrap be tied not just to a flat value or in crates, but tied to in-game performance. Because the scrap and the credits you can obtain doing your daily quests or one-time achievements is slim to none. It's actually less than 2,000 scrap, according to some of the people that have figured it out on the internet. It'll also be interesting to know what people figure out when it comes to how much scrap is required to unlock just to get the star card level required to get a purple in your hand, let alone 3 purples in your hand. I'm sure that number is absolutely astronomical. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to let the rest of the gameplay play out because I decided to switch it up. We're down a little bit. They're playing inside, so I'm going to bust out Daddy, a.k.a. Vader. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry, Yoda.
Your Technodis has come.
All right, we got him down. Target's off me. Come on, little guy. What? Get the fuck out of here. Just as I went to force choke. Get out. Get out of here.
Don't you dare.
Bye, Chicky. Oh. I went to force choke. Didn't work. Nice. Alright, new target. Oh, she throws. Oh my gosh, what timing. Amazing. The ragdolls are epic. There's Yoda, he wants some more. Gangbang. Doesn't matter if I die, I'm not the mark. Oh, she just fell off the map. Oh, what an MVP. The mark just flew off the map. Awesome.